Are you having problems with consistent measurements on your projects? Today I have 7 woodworking measuring tips here at the House of Hacks. If we're just meeting, I'm Harley, and I believe everyone has a God-given creative spark. Creativity involves connecting the dots in new ways. The more dots you have, the more creative you can be. Here at the House of Hacks, I try to show new connections and give you new dots for your own inspiration. If this sounds interesting to you, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell notification icon, and you'll be notified when new uploads are available. The first tip is to square the ends that you're going to be measuring from. This way, if there's any angle, it won't impact the final measurement. Tip 2 is to use the same tape measure for your whole project. This will eliminate any variation from one tape measure to the next, particularly on the ends that move. Those holes may be slightly different from one tape to the next. Tip number 3 is to use a sharp pencil. This will help minimize any error from the mark itself, both when making the mark and also when lining it up for the cut. And stay tuned to the end because there's actually a bonus tip at the end. Tip number 4 is to use a V to mark your cut location rather than a straight line. This will help reduce the amount of interpretation when lining up to make the cut. Tip number 5 is to make one measurement, cut it, make your next measurement, cut it, and so forth. This will eliminate any drift from the kerf width of the blade. Tip number 6 is if you're making multiple cuts that are the same length, use a stop block. This way you only have to measure once, it speeds up your production, and it also gives you much better consistency. Tip number 7 is to be consistent with where you line up the mark with your blade. The more variance you have in your alignment, the more variation you're going to have in your final product. And bonus tip number 8 is if you're cutting multiple pieces that are the same length, in addition to using a stop block, if you make multiple cuts at the same time, that further reduces the room for error. Thanks for joining me on this creative journey that we're on. I'll see you in one of these videos over here that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. And when making things, remember, perfection isn't required, fun is.